Thinking of flying solo through Europe? You're not alone. Solo travel isn't about loneliness. It's about freedom, discovery, and self-connection. We're counting down the top 50 cities in Europe for solo travel, starting at number 50. Each city in this list, whether coastal, cultural, or countryside, offers safety, charm, and solo-friendly experiences. Let's dive in. Number 50, Gdansk, Poland. Nestled on the Baltic coast, Gdansk blends maritime history and modern cool, making it a solo traveler's dream. Stroll down the Long Market, where colorful facades line the Motława River, and pause for local amber souvenirs in cozy boutiques. Architecture from World War II reconstruction adds resilience to beauty. With vibrant cafes and seafood restaurants serving fresh herring and pierogi, dining alone feels just right. English is widely spoken, and the museum ships of Westerplatte invite quiet reflection. When the day ends, the city's waterfront glows in pastel light, serene yet alive, just the way solo travel should feel. Number 49. Split, Croatia. Split at the edge of the Adriatic is where ancient Roman corridors meet solo adventure. Roam Diocletian's palace at sunrise, stepping through stone alleyways when the crowds are few. Feel history beneath your feet and find hidden cafes tucked between columns. When the sun climbs higher, head to Batchvice Beach or jump on a ferry for secluded Dalmatian islands. Evenings bring riverside seafood dinners solo style with local wine and sound of waves. English is common and locals are welcoming. Split gives you freedom, sunshine, and the pleasure of choosing your pace. Number 48, Vilnius, Lithuania. Vilnius charms solo travelers with its winding Baroque old town, cafe-lined alleys, and serene green spaces. Start with a stroll up Gediminas Hill for panoramic views, then sip coffee at a hidden courtyard cafe amid pastel architecture. Nighttime brings mellow bars with live music. A small crowd, but big atmosphere. English is commonplace, making connection easy. Galleries showcase both medieval art and modern installations. Nearby Trakai Castle offers a quiet lake retreat. Vilnius is easy to navigate, safe, affordable, and full of gentle surprises, where solo discovery meets old-world grace. Number 47. Paphos, Cyprus. Sun-drenched and archaeological, Paphos invites solo travelers to unwind by the Mediterranean. Start your day walking through ancient mosaics at the archaeological park, then head to the harbor for fresh seafood by the water. Villages in the Troodos Mountains are a short drive away, perfect for quiet solo hiking. Evenings offer cozy tavernas with mezz plates, local wine, and friendly chatter. English is widely spoken, making navigation and connection easy. With mild winters and sunny skies most days, it offers a calm yet culturally rich solo experience, perfect for those who want beauty, history, and ease. Number 46. Amsterdam, Netherlands. At dawn, when mist lifts over Amsterdam's canals, the city feels like a secret. Solo travelers can rent a bike and glide through tree-lined streets, pause at markets with stroopwafels, or visit the Van Gogh Museum at their own pace. The Jordan neighborhood welcomes wanderers with independent bookstores, canal cafes, and serene courtyards. Dinner alone? Try Indonesian rice toffel or a shared table at a pub. The local camaraderie is real, even solo. Public transit is efficient, signage is clear. When cruises roll in, just wander into Vondel Park or hidden courtyards, peaceful escapes within the bustle. Solo travel in Amsterdam means personal storytelling by canal light. Number 45. Rome, Italy. Rome's layers unfold beautifully for solo travelers who come early or stay off-peak. Picture yourself sipping espresso in a sunlit piazza before hitting the Colosseum when gates first open, stones glowing in morning light. Chaotic traffic fades behind cafes in Trastevere, where Italian grannies greet solo diners like family. Choose your own Roman route. Wander through Monty's indie boutiques or chase street art along abandoned railway arches in Ostiense. Public transportation is affordable and direct. When lights dim, the Trevi Fountain and Spanish Steps whisper secrets just to you. Solo travel in Rome means speaking to history, and it speaks back. Number 44. Plovdiv, Bulgaria. Bold, colorful, and layered, Plovdiv is quickly becoming a solo traveler's secret weapon. Its old town glitters with Roman amphitheaters and cobblestone lanes lined by pastel houses. Browse indie galleries in Kapana, pick a craft beer, and catch open-air concerts. Solo exploration feels intimate, whether you're uncovering street art trails or dreaming beneath dramatic church domes. English is common among creatives here, so conversations come easy. Local bus rides take you to the Rhodope Hills or historic Balea Lake in days reach. Plovdiv is defiantly cultural, quietly welcoming, and budget-friendly. Exactly what solo travelers love. Number 43. Maribor, Slovenia. Maribor unfolds slowly, like a glass of crisp white wine savored at leisure. Stroll along the Drava River, sit in cafe terraces framed by lime trees, and wander into Lentz wine bars beneath ancient wooden homes. A climb to Pyramid Hill at sunset offers panoramic city and vineyard views. Solo travelers will appreciate Slovenia's warmth here. Locals offer conversational smiles, and English is widespread. The city's small size means everything is reachable on foot or bike, with cozy art galleries and thermal spas peppering the route. Maribor's the place to sip, reflect, and wander. Alone, but never lonely. Number 42. Valletta, Malta. Tiny Valletta is solo traveling made simple, walkable, beautiful, and drenched in history. The city's grid opens onto fortified bastions with sea views at every turn. Baroque churches like St. John's Co-Cathedral stun solo visitors with lavish interiors. Museums lie within stone-clad streets, and cafes spill onto stairways lit by afternoon sun. English is an official language, so mingling is effortless. Evenings bring the Grand Harbor alive with dinner boats and soft music. Sunrises reveal city gates glowing gold. Valletta delivers solo travel that's historically rich, easily navigated, and genuinely calming. Number 41. Palermo, Italy. Palermo is raw and magnetic, a street market city where solo wanderers feast on flavors and history in equal measure. Ballarò and Vucciria markets pulse with energy. Vendors sell fresh fish, sweet cannoli, and espresso from makeshift stands. Wander medieval chapels beside Norman palaces. Public transportation takes you to Montreal's golden mosaics, all navigable solo. At night, street food dinners, arancini in one hand, granita in the other, fuel spontaneous street jams and moonlit duets. Palermo doesn't pose, it lives sincerely. And in that sincerity, solo travelers find space to taste, to reflect, to connect. Number 40. Bratislava, Slovakia. Bratislava feels like a hidden friend, modern yet modest, historical yet youthful. Its old town opens with pastel squares framed by quirky statues and cozy cafes, perfect for solo reflection. Climb to Bratislava Castle for sweeping views over the Danube and the distant Alps. Along the riverside, relaxed bars offer a chance to chat, or simply watch the water flow by. Small enough to explore in a day yet brimming with character, day trip options like Devon Castle or vineyards add variety. English is commonly spoken, and locals are welcoming. For solo travelers seeking balance, urban exploration without overwhelming pace, Bratislava delivers just that. Number 39. Belgrade, Serbia. Belgrade is an electric collision of history, culture, and nightlife, ideal for solo travelers ready to dive deep. The fortress crowns the confluence of Sava and Danube, offering a lush playground for morning reflection. In Dorčol, craft coffee spots and retro bookstores encourage lingering. At night, the riverbanks transform with floating clubs, spinning techno and jazz until dawn. English is widely understood among younger locals, making connection easy. Solo street food exploration? Try cevapi or freshly baked burek from sidewalk stands. For a journey that embraces the unpolished, uncaged energy of Europe's southeast, Belgrade hands you the map and the freedom to rewrite the rules. Number 38. Sarajevo, Bosnia. Sarajevo's soul is carved in contrast. From Ottoman bazaars to Austro-Hungarian boulevards, war-torn past to hopeful architecture, solo travelers will sense the mixture of resilience and warmth in every corner. In the call to prayer beside church bells, in coffee served with conversation at Bosnian cafes, in bookshops that survived the siege. Walk across the Latin Bridge, where history changed course. Wander through Baskarcija's metal shops, ride the cable car up Trebević Mountain for panoramic peace. Trash and graffiti exist, but so does genuine hospitality. Sarajevo pulls you into its story and welcomes solo travelers to become part of it. Number 37. Tbilisi, Georgia. Tbilisi lives on layers. Narrow cobblestone streets lined with wooden balconies, aromatic spice markets, and hip cafes hiding behind archways. Solo travelers find an inviting blend of ancient charm and modern edge. Stroll down Rustaveli Avenue, sip chai in art-filled wine bars, and explore the sulfur baths, where relaxation comes with history. The funicular up Matatsminda offers cityscape views that feel tailor-made for solo contemplation. In Old Town, every corner attracts solo discovery, from frescoed cathedrals to graffiti-tagged garages. English is growing, and the cafe guesthouse scene encourages meeting new people. Whether you end your day under a balcony of fairy lights or along the riverfront, it gives space and spice to your solo script. Number 36. Thessaloniki, Greece. Greece's second city hums with student energy, Byzantine history, and seaside allure. Solo travelers can glide along the waterfront promenade at golden hour, dotted with coffee carts and families. Wander through Anopoli's narrow alleys lined with spiced bougainvillea and wooden doors. Immerse yourself in the city's cuisine. Try bugatsa for breakfast or fresh seafood taverna dinners lit by string lights. The night scene pulses in La Dadica, where solo wine or tsipuro tastings feel just right. English is widely spoken, and friendly locals make spontaneous conversation easy. Thessaloniki is Greece without the crowds, authentic, vibrant, and surprisingly solo-spirited. Number 35. Barcelona, Spain. Barcelona is lively and elevated, but solo travel here feels empowering. Start at sunrise along the waterfront, then lose yourself in Gaudi's curves at Park Güell. Sit for tapas on La Boqueria's edges and journal your thoughts among crowded stalls. The Gothic Quarter's maze of neo-Gothic lanes invites quiet midday discovery, while Montjuic offers solo-friendly parks and castle views. Flamenco shows in hidden bars welcome solo guests, while beachfront chill-out bars keep things friendly without pressure. Public transit is easy, English is widespread, and the city's rhythm invites solo wanderers to dance on their own terms. In Barcelona, your solo story gets a soundtrack, all at your pace. Number 34. Stockholm, Sweden. Stockholm offers solo travelers a calm, stylish blend of islands, history, and design. Start with Gamla Stan's golden streets, where solo exploration feels immersive, not isolating. Ferries connect the city's island neighborhoods, turning every commute into a scenic ride. Museums like Fotografiska and Vasa welcome lingering visits, while cafes in Södermalm cater to the solo thinker with fika and waterfront views. The city is safe, clean, and full of English-speaking locals. In summer, grab a scooter and coast along leafy boulevards. In winter, cozy up with glögg and candlelit reading corners. Stockholm's rhythm is reflective and self-assured, perfect for solo travel that blends culture with ease. Number 33. Ljubljana, Slovenia. Ljubljana feels like an intimate capital built for solo happiness. Walkable, green, and serene, it unspools gently along the Ljubljanica River. Solo travelers love its pedestrian bridges, colorful facades, and market stalls where stall holders smile and chat. Coffee terraces by Triple Bridge welcome people watching as art. Castle Hill offers panoramic views for quiet contemplation. The food scene is adventurous. A local craft brewery or rooftop restaurant invites solo dining with flair. At night, soft lights and riverside lanterns reflect on water. English is widespread, locals are approachable. In Ljubljana, every hour is your own, and the city welcomes you to fill it beautifully. Number 32. Oslo, Norway. Oslo marries urban Polish with nature's proximity, perfect for solo travelers seeking calm alongside culture. Wander the harborfront past Opera House's slanted marble roof, then explore Vigeland Park's open-air sculptures. Museums like Munch and the Fram lie close enough to chain together a cultural day. Solo outdoor time is easy. Hop on ferry to the Fjord Islands or hike forested trails just outside the city. Hip Gruner Lucka offers cafes where you can sip coffee and admire street murals. English is widely spoken, and Norwegians respect personal space, yet offer politeness and welcome. Oslo offers solo travel with scenic depth and metropolitan ease. Number 31. Naples, Italy. Naples is unapologetically alive, raw, musical, and layered in character, making it a rewarding solo destination for the bold traveler. Stroll the historic center, listening to spontaneous songs echo from narrow stairways. Watch pizza masters toss dough at Gino Sorbillo and savor your pie solo at a marble-topped bar, chatting with local patrons who treat you as one of their own. Wander into San Gregorio Armino's artisan nativity workshops, or step up to Castel Sant'Elmo for sweeping city and bay views. From Naples, side trips to Pompeii or the Amalfi Coast are easy. Unfiltered and unforgettable, Naples invites solo travelers to embrace its pulse and its unpredictability. Number 30, Brussels, Belgium. Brussels pulses with cultural diversity and solo venturing ease. From the grandeur of Grand Place to quiet comic book murals in Ixelles, the city is full of visual treats for solo explorers. Pop into chocolate shops for a single truffle tasting, or sit alone at a beer cafe sipping a local goose. The European Quarter's green parks and walkable plazas offer space to exhale. Museums like Magritte or Comic Strip Museum are solo art escapes, while English is ubiquitous. Whether riding the tram or sinking into a soft waffle at midday, Brussels offers solo travel that feels both thoughtful and spontaneous. Number 29. Innsbruck, Austria. Nestled amid towering peaks, Innsbruck blends urban grace with alpine adventure, ideal for solo travelers seeking variety. You can explore the Golden Roof and historic Hofkirche in the morning, then be on a mountain trail by midday. Cable cars transport you to panoramic viewpoints, while green valleys invite quiet reflection. Solo evenings shine in cozy Tyrolean taverns where hearty dumplings and local beer feel like familiar warmth. English is widely spoken, especially in tourism, so navigating is easy. Innsbruck's size is manageable without feeling small. Solo travelers can fill days with mountain hikes, cultural heritage, and personal pacing. Number 28. Dublin, Ireland. Dublin welcomes solo travelers like old friends. With pub doors open wide, stories flow in every corner. No reservation needed. Wander medieval cobbles on the way to the Book of Kells, then step inside cobbled pubs that brim with music, laughter, and storytellers. Solo meals pair beautifully with live Irish folk. English feels natural, and locals are eager to talk about football, music, or history. City parks like St. Stephen's Green invite relaxed afternoons reading or people watching. And with plenty of walking tours, riverside cafes, and friendly hosts, Dublin's solo vibe is infectious, warm, easy, and delightfully human. Number 27. Florence, Italy. Florence is a solo travel dream for lovers of art, architecture, and culinary delights. Begin your morning with cappuccino near the Duomo before slipping into quieter sections of the Uffizi. Wander stone alleys to hidden artisan workshops crafting leather or paper. Pause in Oltrarno's gardened vistas before slowly descending to a perfumed aperitivo at a Florentine wine bar. Solo dinners, perhaps ribollita at a tucked-away trattoria, often turn into spontaneous connections over candlelit tables. The city is walkable and manageable. With your own pace, you'll find ample time to flick through Renaissance history and savor every savory bite. Florence gives solo travelers permission to wander artfully. Number 26. Geneva, Switzerland. Geneva impresses with its international elegance and solo traveling ease. Walk along Lake Geneva's promenade, watch sailboats drift, pause by the Jet d'Eau, and reflect on a bench under plane trees. Museums like Patek Philippe or the Red Cross offer quiet solo reflection. The compact Old Town is dotted with cafes and chocolate shops, perfect for slow tasting and pondering. English is widely spoken, and you'll find the city efficient yet peaceful. If nature calls, the nearby Alps or Jura Mountains are reachable by tram or train, great for solo weekend escapes. Geneva combines metropolitan precision with scenic calm in a solo-friendly blend. Number 25. Munich, Germany. Munich makes solo exploration feel like a festival of comfort and culture. Start at Marienplatz, then drift through Englischer Garten's beer gardens with a pretzel in hand. Museum hopping on Kunstreal or slow afternoons in gallery cafes allow for quiet discovery. English is common in the city center, and locals tend to nod with friendly good cheer. Public transit is easy to navigate solo, and day trips to Neuschwanstein Castle or the Bavarian Alps bring nature close without coordination. Evenings bring crafted beers and brass band music. Solo travel that feels not lonely, but part of something joyfully communal. Number 24. Hania, Greece. The old town charms with its Venetian harbor and Greek blue alleys, ideal for solo seaside exploration. Watch fishing boats bob beside waterfront cafes, then dig into a mise spread solo as the Aegean sun dips. Wander old town lanes lined with bougainvillea and rediscovered minarets from Ottoman history. Rent a scooter to reach secluded beaches or hike trails above for peaceful reflection. English pools through menus and signs, making navigation easy. Evening brings soft breeze, lantern-lit waterfront, and small Greek tavernas that treat solo diners like VIP guests. Laid back, beautiful, and secure, it hits the solo sweet spot. Number 23. Riga, Latvia. Riga shines with Art Nouveau, elegance and student vibrancy, perfect for the solo wanderer. Stroll through streets lined with ornate facades, hidden courtyards, and cafe spritz. The central market under Zeppelin hangars invites solo tasting adventures, smoked fish, rye bread, honey. Visit the Latvian National Opera or pause by the Freedom Monument. English is common in central districts, and locals appreciate slow conversations over espresso. At night, the Miera Jela neighborhood hums with jazz clubs and creative bars. Close enough to the beach for day trips, Riga blends architectural beauty, Baltic atmosphere, and solo travelese in one stylish package. Number 22. Porto, Portugal. Porto pairs scenic riversides with soulful solitude for solo travelers. Wander the Ribeira district's stepped promenade up to the Clérigos Tower for city views, or drift along the Douro on a solo riverboat. Taste port wine in cellars, overlooking the water as golden light glints off stone. English is common in tourist zones, though Portuguese locals welcome effort. Independent food markets connect you with fresh cheese, seafood, pastel de nata. Evenings might find you at a solo dinner in a Fado tavern, where vocal artistry fills empty seats. Porto is built for introspection, but welcomes community at every turn. Number 21. London, England. London is a solo traveler's metropolis, a tapestry of parks, museums, pubs, and neighborhoods you can explore at your own pace. Begin your morning with breakfast in a Neal's Yard cafe, then lose yourself in the Tate Modern or British Museum, switching neighborhoods via the tube. Alone on the Skyline Terrace at Sky Garden? Perfect. Solo dinners range from street food at Borough Market to Michelin-starred hides. You choose your solitude. English speaking is natural. Locals don't flinch at solo diners. Later, catch a play in the West End or walk the South Bank at night, lights dancing across water. London reminds solo travelers, you're never really alone here. Number 20. Seville, Spain. Seville shines with sunshine, history, and soulful rhythm. Perfect for solo adventurers. Wander through the labyrinthine streets of Santa Cruz, each corner bursting with orange blossoms and flamenco melodies. The Alcazar's gardens beckon with hidden patios. Great for introspective moments during solo strolls. As evening arrives, sip a glass of Fino at a centuries-old bodega, striking up light conversation with locals who value hospitality. Solo travel here feels enveloping yet liberating. The city's warmth fills you in community-peppered moments. And with excellent public transport and walkable neighborhoods, Seville allows you to discover at your own pace under Andalusian skies. Number 19. Prague, Czech Republic. Prague feels like a fairy tale stage, but solo travelers enjoy their own front row seat. Begin at Charles Bridge before dawn, standing alone amid silent statues and river fog. Cross into Mala Strana, where Baroque churches and hidden gardens welcome whispered exploration. Take your sweet time at cafe-lined squares, or sample Turdelnik solo at open stalls. The Castle Complex, Petrin Hill, and Old Town Square offer panoramic views and people-watched benches. English is omnipresent, so conversations flow easily if you want. Evenings call for solo pub visits, where dark lager meets soft candlelight. Prague is enchanting, but exploration is yours alone. Number 18. Athens, Greece. Athens fuses ancient grandeur with youthful pulse, ideal for introspective solo travelers. Wander the Acropolis at first light, then descend to Plaka's winding streets for midday coffee and pastel macaroons. Explore street art in Cirey before standing on rooftop bars that peer over the Parthenon at sunset. English is common, and locals are drawn to helping curious strangers. Visit museums that span millennia, then sit solo by the harbor with fresh seafood. Evening strolls on the walkway to the Temple of Poseidon offer sea breeze and reflective peace. Athens feels like an open-air museum, and the solo traveler rules the exhibit. Number 17. Paris, France. Paris is solo travel poetry in motion. Early mornings bring empty Louvre courtyards and silent staircases at Sacré-Cœur. Walk the Seine lined with bouquinistes, selecting art or poetry for your journey. Solo cafes are a rite, not an exception, where Café au lait meets daydreaming. In the Marais, art galleries and vintage stores let you explore at will. Evening brings solo river cruises or soft jazz clubs where introspection is welcome. English is widespread, yet speaking helps unlock local details. Solo months in Paris feel like personal novels written street by street. Melodic, reflective, graceful. Number 16. Krakow, Poland. Krakow offers solo travelers a living tale of history and warmth. Walk cobbled lanes at your own pace, tracing past royalty and cultural revival. Pałak Hochberg Café serves single-portion pastries and welcoming smiles. Wawel Castle in the Planty Park invites solo contemplation, while Kazimierz, the Jewish quarter, hums with evening conversation and small venue music. English is widespread, and locals enjoy helping travelers explore off-map corners. Take a quiet boat ride on the Vistula. Sample local pierogi beneath candlelight in a Gothic basement. Krakow is a solo travel friend, historic, safe, and intimately yours. Number 15. Valencia, Spain. Valencia strikes a balance between beach serenity and city buzz. You can stroll Turia Gardens alone, passing orange trees and futuristic architecture. Pop into Mercado Central for paella samples and artisanal bites. The city's bike-friendly layout ensures solo independence. The Arts and Sciences complex adds striking modern contrast to Barrio del Carmen's Gothic alleys. Evenings bring tapas solo at street-side tables, flamenco performances, or solo cinema in a square under stars. Valencia invites you to craft your own Mediterranean rhythm. Sunlit days, flavorful nights, and freedom in every step. Number 14. Edinburgh, Scotland. Edinburgh merges medieval grandeur with spirited art, perfect for a solo explorer. Begin your day ascending Arthur's Seat for sweeping views of the city's stone spires and Firth of Forth. Walk the Royal Mile's touristy bustle until you diverge into hidden closes and portrait galleries. Coffee shops in Grassmarket offer historical tales and warm welcomes to solo guests. In the evening, local pubs host folk music nights suited to intimate vibes. English is natural. Locals are chatty and supportive of lone travelers. Edinburgh's combination of natural landscapes and historic atmosphere makes solo travel feel majestic and comforting all at once. Number 13. Vienna, Austria. Vienna offers solo travelers a cultural feast in an elegant setting. Solo wandering starts in the Ringstrasse Boulevard, lined with imperial palaces, opera houses, and museum-lined facades. Pause for Sachertorte in a traditional coffee house. Solo tables are abundant and encouraged. For afternoon reflection, take a stroll through Schönbrunn Palace Gardens or along the Danube Canal with a local lager. Evening brings classical concerts in Baroque halls or modern art installations in museums quartier. English is common, and cafe trustworthiness ensures you can sit with intention. Vienna is solo travel incarnate, sophisticated, safe, and artfully paced. Number 12. Reykjavik, Iceland. Reykjavik is an ideal hub for solo seekers of solitude and landscape. The compact city center welcomes morning strolls past colored rooftops and geothermal pools. Warm drinks and Icelandic lore create solo cafe coziness. Day trips to the Golden Circle, Blue Lagoon, or South Coast Glacier hikes are easily arranged solo. English is universal. You can rent a car or join small tour groups. Evening brings Northern Lights watches or peaceful reflections on Songhalir Cave. Reykjavik partners peace of mind with natural spectacle. Solo travel in Iceland is not lonely. It's eco-epic. Number 11. Berlin, Germany. Berlin is a solo culture bonanza. Graffiti lanes, indie cafes, and nocturnal creativity. Wander East Side Gallery's open-air murals, then take a coffee break in a repurposed factory space. Visit techno cathedrals at Berghain during daylit visits, or join underground comedy nights. Solo travel in Berlin means freedom. Navigate via U-Bahn at your pace, explore flea markets on Sunday morns, or anchor yourself in Kreuzberg's language cafes. Museums like the Pergamon or DDR Museum offer solo learning and reflection. English is common, and Berlin's attitude supports solo travelers with open arms and experimental spirit. Number 10. Bern, Switzerland. This is a solo travel dream disguised as a capital city, laid back, compact, and incredibly scenic. Start your day with a stroll through the UNESCO-listed Old Town, where sandstone arcades and clock towers guide your path. The Are River loops around the city, offering solo swimmers or walkers a peaceful escape into nature right from the city center. Grab a bench by the Bear Park or head to the Rosengarten for panoramic views with a takeaway coffee. Public transport is a breeze, and the city's quiet confidence makes solo exploration feel natural. Locals are friendly, and most speak English, especially in service spots. The city's calm pace, clean beauty, and cultural gems make it one of the most effortlessly enjoyable cities in Europe for traveling alone. Number 9. Bergen, Norway. Bergen blends fjordside magic with creative soul. Wake up to a pastel harbor lined with wooden Hanseatic buildings and climb Mount Floyen for a solo sunrise over forested peaks. This city's relaxed pace, cozy cafes, and compact layout are a solo traveler's dream. Grab fish stew at the harbor market or lose yourself in the KODE art museums. Ferries and hikes make nature accessible without needing a group, and English is widely spoken. Even when it rains, and it often does, Bergen's charm doesn't fade. It just turns introspective, perfect for travelers who thrive in soft moments and cool air. Number 8. Zurich, Switzerland. Zurich is more than banks and chocolates. It's a sanctuary for solo explorers who value elegance, order, and quiet thrills. Wander the Limmat River paths, admire the city's glassy lake, or spend a day museum hopping through its refined cultural district. Solo coffee culture is strong, with boutique cafes offering alpine views. Safe, clean, and seamless transport means you can explore at any pace, from mountaintop hikes to nightlit riverside strolls. Locals are polite and multilingual, and English is widely used. Zurich is ideal for solo travelers who like things smooth, introspective, and quietly inspiring. Number 7. Tallinn, Estonia. Estonia's capital pairs medieval charm with tech-age efficiency, a perfect blend for solo adventurers. Get lost, intentionally, in the old town's cobbled lanes, where spires and pastel buildings hide indie cafes and folklore boutiques. Solo-friendly hostels and co-working cafes foster social opportunities without pressure. Take a tram to Kadriorg Palace or ferry to Nassau Island for quiet escapes. The walkability and widespread English signage make it stress-free to navigate. At night, solo travelers can enjoy rooftop bars with Baltic views or modern Estonian cuisine in candlelit restaurants. Small but mighty, it is a solo traveler's secret favorite. Number 6. Kotor, Montenegro. Tucked into dramatic bay cliffs, Kotor is a solo travel fairy tale. The old town feels lifted from a medieval dream, its narrow lanes opening into peaceful courtyards and church plazas. Climb the fortress steps at sunrise for solitude and sweeping views of the fjord-like bay. You can kayak alone or hike to nearby villages through olive groves. While it gets busy with cruise ships midday, mornings and evenings belong to you. English is common in hostels and cafes, and the relaxed pace makes for a restorative stay. Kotor invites quiet adventure and self-guided exploration, solo travel at its most poetic. Number 5. Sofia, Bulgaria. Sofia surprises solo travelers with its authenticity, affordability, and layers of history. Roman ruins lie beneath modern trams, and golden-domed cathedrals neighbor edgy street art. Solo wanderers can spend afternoons in Borisova Garden or sipping Bulgarian wine in Vitosha Boulevard cafes. Day trips to Mount Vitosha or Rila Monastery are easy and accessible. Hostels and walking tours are abundant, offering low-pressure ways to meet fellow travelers. English isn't universal, but is widely understood among younger locals. Sofia may fly under the radar, but it offers solo travelers something rare: raw character with space to explore freely. Number 4. Madrid, Spain. Madrid offers solo travelers an energetic yet inviting embrace. Start your day in Retiro Park with coffee and a walk among sculptures and rose gardens. Museums like the Prado and Reina Sofia invite hours of solo admiration. The city's tapas culture encourages bar-hopping meals. Order small plates, stand at the counter, and savor it your way. At night, catch flamenco in an intimate tablao or wander the lit-up streets of Malasaña. Madrid's metro makes navigation easy, and its late-night culture makes solo evenings feel full of possibility. Locals are sociable and responsive, even when you're exploring alone. Madrid isn't just vibrant, it's comfortably solo-friendly. Number 3. Lisbon, Portugal. Lisbon's mosaic of steep trams, pastel facades, and soulful music resonates with solo travelers. Start at sunrise on Miradouro da Senhora do Monte for sweeping views, then descend into Alfama's winding lanes, fado drifting from doorways. Solo dinners in family-run tascas pair seafood rice with vinho verde. Cycle along the riverside bike path or ride the iconic tram 28. Evenings might find you listening to fado in an intimate cellar, solo but not lonely. English is common and locals smile warmly. Lisbon feels like a living postcard. Solo travel here is spontaneous, soulful, and deeply personal. Number 2. Dubrovnik, Croatia. Dubrovnik wraps solo travelers in medieval wonder and coastal calm. Walk the city walls at sunrise. Just you, coral rooftops, and Adriatic breeze. Step inside Rector's Palace for quiet history lessons, then soak your feet in sea waves beneath ancient arches. Island hopping to Lokrum or Kavtat is easy, spontaneous, and solo-friendly. Dine at cornerstone pasticata houses or fresh seafood spots. Tables spill onto quiet side streets under lantern light. English is everywhere, and locals treat solo guests like old friends. Dubrovnik's walls whisper stories, and here, solo travelers write their own, page by page. Number 1. Budapest, Hungary. At the top of our list, Budapest is solo traveler brilliance, where healing baths meet edgy ruin bars and stately boulevards. Start your dawn in Széchenyi baths, letting thermal pools wake your senses. Wander through Castle District's historic lanes, free to pause at Fisherman's Bastion with city full-circle views. Lunch solo in a ruin bar, serve charcuterie and craft beer, and keep the conversation flowing. Streetcars connect to Art Nouveau coffee houses. Afternoon brings a Danube promenade stroll under Chain Bridge's gaze. Evening, partake in a ruin bar crawl or a classical concert in St. Stephen's Basilica. English is widespread, and Budapest's beauty lies in how effortlessly it blends solo reflection with urban pulse. For solo travelers, Budapest isn't just a destination, it's an autobiography in motion. And there you have it, Europe's top 50 cities for solo travel, each one offering its own pace, soul, and sense of welcome. From Baltics to Balkans, from Alpine heights to coastal hearts, your solo story can unfold beautifully in every corner. Which of these cities calls to you most? Comment below and share your dream plan. If this journey lit your spark, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell, because your next adventure is only one click away. Safe solo travels. See you on the road.